everyone, welcome back to Intimacy Insights by Anais. So today we'll be discussing deeply about a topic that almost everyone in a relationship deals with at some point, which is how to handle in-laws in a relationship. Whether you're newly dating, engaged or married, in-laws can sometimes feel tricky to navigate, believe me. But don't worry because I'm here now to help you break it down in a simple real talk style so you can keep your peace and your relationship very strong. I know you might have asked yourself, or you are currently asking yourself now, why are in laws so hard sometimes? They are very, very hard to deal with. Let me tell you something. It's totally normal to feel some tension or awkwardness with your partner's family. These people are important to your partner, sometimes very important to them. They might have their own expectations, opinions, or ways of doing things which don't always match up with yours. Plus, your partner is caught up in the middle of this whole drama, which can make things complicated for everyone. So, the first step is for you to understand that this isn't just about you. The whole drama is not about you. It's about blending two families with different histories, values, and habits. You're not just learning to relate with your in laws, you are learning how to balance loyalty and love between your own home and your extended family. When people come from different family cultures, things like conflict styles, closeness, independence, and even greetings can feel off or unfamiliar. This is about integration and not imitation. I don't know if this is making sense to you at all. So, the first tip is to build boundaries early. Boundaries are your best friend here. They are like invisible fences that protect your relationship from outside stress and confusion. Sorry, I don't know why it had my eyes. Ask yourself, what feels okay to share with your in laws? What feels too personal or sensitive not to share with them? How much time or access is healthy for you as a couple to share together without your in laws? Then talk to your partner about these boundaries. You want to be on the same page and support each other always. I want you to take note of this. Always agree with your partner privately first, then present boundaries together as a couple. That unity speaks volume. For example, maybe you don't want your in-laws dropping by unannounced or offering advices on things you haven't asked them about yet, like parenting or finances. That is perfectly fine. Boundaries are not about keeping people out, they are about keeping your marriage or relationship safe, private, and respected. Boundaries are not walls, they are guidelines for healthy connections. They show others how to treat your relationship with respect. The earlier you create them, I mean the boundaries, the easier it is for you to build trust without resentment in your marriage or relationship. And remember, enforce boundaries with kindness and not with anger. Don't go and give command. The second tip is to team up with your partner. This is a very huge one. Your partner is your teammate, your ally, and your safe space now. If their family is causing you stress, you don't have to face it alone. You don't even have to hide it and die in silence. Talk openly with your partner about what bothers you. Be very honest and kind. Avoid turning the whole situation into a blame game towards your partner. Try to use the I feel statement like, I feel overwhelmed when your mom calls every day and expects updates from us. It's that simple. Also ask your partner to be the one who communicates boundaries with their family so they don't see you as a family destroyer because it's easier for them to paint you black. It's your partner's role and not yours. That makes it feel less like an attack to them. It feels more like a mutual decision. When you and your partner stand as a united front, it sends a clear, respectful message. We love our families, but we also protect our relationship. One of the most protective things in any marriage is the feeling of us against the world. When couples present unity, especially with family, it lowers interference. Believe me, always solve in-law issues within the relationship first before involving the whole family. Your partner doesn't have to choose you over their parents. No, they just need to honor your bond first. Don't make them choose. The third tip is to practice empathy and curiosity. Sometimes difficult behaviors from in-laws comes from fear, loss, or generational pattern. They may feel like they are losing their son, their daughter, or they are losing their grandchild. Or they may not even understand the kind of relationship you are trying to build. Instead of reacting with frustration, try responding with curiosity. Ask questions. Always ask questions. Stay calm. Say something like, I noticed you seem upset at the dinner. Would you be open to sharing what's on your mind? Empathy doesn't mean giving up your needs. No, it means recognizing theirs as well and looking for a middle ground when possible to resolve everything. Many in-law tensions comes from unspoken fear or grief, especially from parents who feel like they are being replaced or left behind. It's normal. A little curiosity about their past, traditions or concern can turn judgment into connection. You don't have to agree with them always. Just ensure that you're emotionally generous where it is safe to do so. The fourth tip is to pick your battles wisely. Not every hill is worth dying on. Ask yourself, will this matter in 5 years' time? Or is it just a moment of discomfort? Let go of small things like how they organize the kitchen or what they wear to family dinners, how they disorganize your house. But if those issues affect your relationship directly, like crossing boundaries or showing disrespect, that's when you can calmly and clearly step in. But if it doesn't, ignore. Choose peace, not perfection. When people are dealing with extended family, a helpful mindset is, will this help or hurt our long term relationship with them? Choose silence when it is safe and speak up when silence would lead to resentment. It's not about avoiding conflict, but it's about choosing meaningful conflict when necessary. Now, the fifth tip is to make time for positive interactions. Don't let the whole relationship with your in laws revolve around tension. No, try to build positive experiences with them too, even if it's very small. Share a meal, laugh at a show together, find a shared hobby, or just acknowledge something they did well. You see, positive moments, they create emotional safety. They remind both sides that beyond the drama going on in the house, there is room for love and connection. You see, this brain, it remembers bad experiences more strongly than the good ones, unless you are actively creating positive ones. Even small effort like appreciation, humor, or asking about their past can build a bridge that softens future disagreements with them. Now, on to the next tip, which is the sixth one. Do not forget your own needs. Very important. You can't pour from an empty cup. Believe me, if being around your in laws leaves you feeling drained, triggered, or small, give yourself the permission to take a step back. Practice self care. Take breaks. Journal your feelings. Set limits on visits. Lean on trusted friends. Reconnect with your partner after stressful family events. Protecting your peace is not being selfish. It is very essential. Emotional burnout from family dynamics is very real. Watch out for signs like irritability, anxiety before visits, or constant rumination afterwards. Give yourself the space to recover, reset, and reflect. And never forget, your emotional health is just as important as your physical health. The last and the seventh tip is to know when to seek help. Know when to seek help. Sometimes things go deeper, especially if there is manipulation, control, or long term disrespect, which is very popular now. If the tension starts affecting your mental health or relationship trust, please do not hesitate to seek help. It's very important. Couples therapy or family counseling can open up understanding and offer you the real strategies for change. Always remember, asking for help is a sign of strength and not weakness. Some in law relationships can be toxic with guilt tripping, manipulation, or even emotional abuse. Believe me, if you are losing your peace or your voice in that relationship or marriage, professional help isn't just helpful, it is necessary. It is a necessity. The earlier you get tools, the better for you. Now, what if your partner takes side with their family? This one stinks very hard. Sometimes your partner might automatically defend their parents, especially if they were raised to feel responsible for their parents' happiness. If this happens, please and please and please stay calm. Use the I statement to express how you feel. Avoid forcing them to choose between you and their parents. Instead, say something like, I want us to find a way to handle this together. I need to feel that we are a team in this marriage or relationship. Often, when people feel safe and heard, they begin to shift. Partners who side with their family often aren't trying to betray you. No, they are just caught up in old pattern of approval seeking or fear. Help them to feel safe enough to step into their adult role, where they protect your shared space first. This often takes patience and emotional maturity, but the shift is very possible. So, to wrap up our discussion today on handling in laws, it can be very overwhelming, but with the right tool, you can stay balanced. Now, let me recap our whole discussion today. Set boundaries early, team up with your partner, show empathy and not judgment, pick your battles wisely, build positive memories, take care of yourself, get help when you need it. Very important. And remember this, you didn't marry a family, but you do have to relate with at least one person from that family. Your first loyalty is to your relationship. When you protect that, everything else gets easier. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you found this video very helpful, hit that like button, share it with anyone struggling with their in-laws, and do not forget to subscribe for more real, practical intimacy advice from me, Anais. Do you have any questions or you have any story about your own in-laws? Drop them in the comments. I would love to hear from you as always. And remember, love starts with understanding and peace starts with respect. I'll see you next time. Bye.